Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. It's your brother Raza Allah from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings unto the hopeful and sincere elect, man. Shalom. It's going to be as quick as possible. Regarding Eve, I got this picture here, these AI pictures that brothers be putting up, foreshadowing the future to come, the kingdom of heaven, where Israel, the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be put back on high, man. Going to be exalted by our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, the Savior of the nation of Israel, and put back in the rulership seat over the earth, because we're the true guardians of the galaxy, so to speak, according to the scriptures, and the earth was made for our sakes to rule over in righteousness. So soon, Esau, Edom, these other nations, as you can see in the picture, you got the heathen in the background, Edomites, basically slaving, being subject unto Jake, the Israelite woman, Eve. But it's going to start off with the men, because the kingdom of heaven is the domicile of the kings, which is, the men. The Lord said He's going to flock of His pastures, the men. He's going to dwell with the men. So it starts with the heavenly order of the men being in charge under Yahweh Shai, and then the woman, Eve. These Evites out here, they're gonna have slaves too. They're gonna be in their order, and that's what this video is all about. This quick video is gonna be like Eve will be in order in the kingdom. She's gonna be more than happy, man. All this talk about how the nigger woman doesn't want to accept that polygamy is a righteous thing. A man having more than one wife because she thinks she's not going to be treated fairly. You're going to be treated more than fairly, man. You're going to be more than happy in the kingdom, man. Trust and believe, you women are going to be adorned. You're going to be loved. You're going to be taken after, taken care of. You ain't going to want for nothing. You ain't going to be there ain't going to be no sad moments and no, emotional moments for you in the kingdom, where you're going to be thinking, you've been left to this slave, or just left unattended to, so to speak. You're going to be tended to, by beck and call, man, because you're going to have slaves, just like the men are going to have slaves, man, and you're going to be taken care of, man, your food and your pleasantries, all of that stuff, man, and especially your husband's going to take care of you in the bedchambers, man, because you got to bring forth that seed, because the Lord said we got to be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. So you women are going to be in your order, man. You're going to be more than happy in the kingdom of heaven, man. The Lord's kingdom, Yahweh Shai's kingdom, that's going to take place in the near coming future. It could be months to a year from now, man. Everything's going to change, man. The whole vibration of this earth, this wicked vibration on the earth, is all going to be done away with, man. There's going to be a righteous order on the earth, as it says in 2 Peter 3, and the 3rd chapter, a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So you women, just like this picture's illustrating, you women are going to be more than happy, man. You're going to go back to your royal regalia, your jewelries and all your ornaments and all that stuff. You're going to have all that, beautifying you and all of that stuff. All that stuff that make up of a woman that she uses to make herself look presentable to her husband. That's going to be glorified, and you're going to get your glory back as well. Your hair, you lost your hair on this side because pursuant to the curses, from Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord took your glory, which is your hair. But in the kingdom of heaven, you women are going to get your glory back, and you're going to have, real hair, not no damn wigs or some weave, some horse hair in your damn head, some itchy scalp, giving you an itchy scalp. You're going to have your own real hair, long to the ground, man, and you ain't gonna have to do any madness to it and then put all them kind of mad chemicals in your hair to fuck up your scalp and all of that, man. Some hair relaxers and all that madness, you're gonna be beautiful, man. You're gonna get your glory back. You're gonna have a new body. You're gonna be superhuman as well. You're gonna be made immortal. You're gonna go from this mortal flesh to having immortality, just like the husbands are, just like the men's are, but you're just going to be underneath the husband, underneath your man, as the Lord intended from the beginning, Genesis 3:16. So you women are going to be more than happy in the kingdom, man. Trust and believe, man. You know, you ain't going to be suffering like you are on this side and like the men are suffering on this side. Mainly because Eve, you know, transgressed against her husband, Adam. Because it says in the scriptures, through her we all die, you know. Because Eve was the first transgressor. So, you know, you had to serve your punishment just like the men did on this side. But you're going to get that glory back, man. It says Deuteronomy 28:56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you. Because at one time in history, you women were tender and delicate. Not right now. You women are like raging bulls right now. Can't even call you really women, because the word woman means a servant. And you're not serving your husband, your true husband, the Israelite man. You're serving the other white meat, man. You know, like your sugar daddy E. These Edomites, man. That's who you're serving. Going back to the garden with the Faustian bargain with the serpent and Eve, you know. So, you know, the tender and delicate woman among you, which you're going to go back to, you know, after we get these curses are lifted from us. It says, which would not adventure to set the sole of her feet upon the ground. Yeah, for delicateness and tenderness, yeah. Because you women were taken care of, just like it's illustrated in this picture here. You women had, you know, slaves in the ancient times, man. And you're going to have that again. And you're not going to have to, you're not even going to have, you're not going to need to even put your feet on the ground, because you're going to have people, men to carry you, or servants to carry you, you know, maids and all sorts, you know, to come to your beck and call for anything and everything, man. You know, even if it's for a sip of water, you know, anything is as small as big as you know, any issues and all of that, they'll be taken care of straight there and then, you know. All you have to do is, you know, command it through the spirit, power Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and your husband, you know, because he's over you, and you know, wherever your heart's desire is going to be yours, if it's in righteousness, man, which it will be in righteousness, because we're not going to go off no more. We're not going to sin. So you women are going to go back to being tender and delicate, you know. It says which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Yeah, we're under these curses right now. That's why you got a lot of these black women that just, you know, they're not taking care of their spouses, not taking care of their husband, not taking care of their kids properly. You know, they're like, you know, they're like wild beasts, man. You know, they're like that wicked ostrich, you know, that tells you back in the book of Job. You don't take care of her little ones, her young ones, you know, crushes them and all of that, so to speak, you know. Single parent mother houses and all that, you know, that's like the worst place for a so-called Israelite child. No, not so-called Israelite, but a so-called black or Hispanic or Native American child to be in, because you know that child's going to grow up in basically degeneracy, man, because the father's not in the house. You know, there's no discipline in the house. So there's more than likely a chance that child's going to grow up to be a degenerate in society and be made part of the system, man. You know, go through the system, basically, meaning the jail system, because there's no discipline, there's no real order in the house, you know, because the man is the man that wears the trousers in the house. That's why they used to say that term, the man is the head and all that, because he wears the trousers in the house. Going back to the scriptures, 1 Corinthians 11th chapter, the heavenly order, the heavenly father, Yahweh, his son Yahweh Shai, then the man, and then the woman. That's the heavenly order, you know. So these women, they're going to go back to that. But right now we're under these curses, man. And you can see the reports of how the nigger woman, you know, especially Eve, you know, treats her young ones, you know, carelessly, basically. And without true affection, you know. But in the kingdom of heaven, you women are going to get you know, you're going to get your glory back, and our children are going to be in order. And you're gonna be plenteous with, you know, you're gonna have abundance of children. You know, that's gonna be part of your glory too, to bring forth that seed. You know, bring forth your man's seed, Israelite seed. So this is going to the curses that the Lord cursed you with, but you're gonna receive all the things that the Lord took from you. You're gonna get it back in righteousness. So Isaiah 3, and I'll start from 16. So her subheading says Judah's woman denounced. Yeah, and this is Eve right here. This is a Judite woman on the screen right here, you know, in the southern kingdom, more than likely. So you this is what was denounced. This is what was taken from you, from the heavenly Father, but you're going to receive it back in the kingdom when you receive your new bodies in righteousness. This is moreover the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and all and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, meaning you're proud, haughty, walking with stretched forth necks, no one could tell you nothing, and wanton eyes, meaning you're undisciplined. It says walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Yeah, because all the jewels and all them ornaments that you have around on your body, clinking and clacking, your jewels and all that clinking, they made you as going and walking around proud. So the Lord took that glory from you. So therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. So yes, the Lord took your crown, which is your head, your glory, which is your hair. The Lord took that from you. And that's why you women are walking around with the bald heads, sticking them wigs and weaves on your damn heads, because you can't grow your hair naturally like you used to in ancient times, man. The Lord cursed your scalp. But in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to get that glory back, because the woman's glory is her hair. So it's going to be long and illustrious and beautiful and fragrant, smelling fresh, and you're going to be more than happy, man. That's just going to be part of some of the perks that you're going to receive in the kingdom, among many others. It says, in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their ornaments about their feet. That's why everything was clinking and clacking as you walk, tinkling with their feet, because all them ornaments about them feet, the jewels and all that. And it says, and the coals, it says, and their round tears like their moon. It says the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, all that stuff that the Lord took from you, you're gonna get it back. It says the bonnets, you women that love wearing them bonnets, because a woman's supposed to cover her head. It says, and the ornaments of the legs. It says, and the headbands and the tablets and then the earrings, all the jewels, man, the rings, the nose jewels. Women love them nose jewels. They love sticking them earrings in the nose and all that. The bling bling. It says the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles. It says and the wimples and the crisping pins for your hair, that long ass hair. It says the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils, because a woman's supposed to have her head covered, especially when she's not around her husband. It says, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. Yeah, so the Lord cursed you from the tip of your head to your toes, all your ornaments and all of that, all your costly array, and also internally in your body too, your VJ, your vagina, man, That's why the nigga woman, and as the thing come out with the situation with these women getting the BBLs, especially, the black woman, which she's naturally got a booty anyway, but they want to get these damn BBLs, and the side effects of those BBLs is that a lot of these women got a stinky vagina, man. Their asses stink, Instead of sweet smell, there should be stink. That's one of the curses for these women that get them damn BBLs, man. Your shit smells like fucking rotten sewage, even more. It says, and instead of a girdle rent, you women are all beats out of shape. A lot of your, women got the rhino ankles and all that, all that inflammation in the legs and in the arms, because of all the bad diet, It says, and instead of a well set hair, instead of a well set hair, baldness. Yeah, the Lord took your glory, which is your hair. It says, instead of a stomacher or a girding or sackcloth. It says, and you got them waist trainers that these women like to wear. It says, and a girding of sackcloth, and it says, and burning instead of beauty. Yeah, meaning that you women are ugly. And the nigger woman, mainly the nigger woman nowadays is not looking that great, in a beauty department, man. When you look at them in the face, because the Lord said instead of beauty, it should be instead of beauty it should be burning, meaning you're gonna have ugly, those ugly features are gonna be shown because of your mannerisms, and mainly because of your attitude, man. Your attitude stinks, man. So the Lord took your glory from you, man, your beauty. But as I said, these are the curses that the women are under right now. But in the kingdom of heaven, including, man having multiple wives, it's going to be permissible in the Lord's kingdom, man. Polygamy is going to be is lawful according to the scriptures, and you women are going to be down for it. Even before the kingdom, because Isaiah 4:1, the next chapter along, tells you, because all the hell that's going to be breaking loose, pursuing to the next two verses on down, or the bottom last couple of verses in the same chapter, Isaiah the 3rd chapter 25, it says, the men shall fall by the sword, and the mighty men and the mighty in the war. Yeah, in the time of Jacob's trouble, civil unrest, a lot of these men are going to be dropping dead. So these women are going to be left destitute. It says, and her hair, and her gates shall lament and mourn. So you women are going to be left destitute, you know, like damsels in distress, so to speak. And you're going to be looking for a man to protect you in that day, but not just any man, but an Israelite man, a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to protect you. It says, and she, being desolate, shall sit upon the ground. Yeah, you're going to be humbled in that time. There's a lot of you women run around talking about you're independent and you're strong and all of this. But when all hell breaks loose and society breaks down, you women are going to resort back to your nature of being timid, you know, feminine, so to speak. All that feminist behavior which the Esau gave you is all going to go out the window. It's going to float out. It's going to fly out the window, man. And then you're going to remember yourselves. Remember that you actually do need a man to protect you, and your job is to serve and protect him. So let me read the fourth verse, fourth chapter, and then I'll jump to the last precept. I wasn't going to read it, but just for the sake of, you know, bringing it up. Isaiah 4:1. So this is, you women are going to be humbled even before the kingdom. You women are going to be put back in your order, so to speak, knowing that a man is over you. And there's no such thing as equality in the scriptures. You know, Isaiah 4:1, this is a remnant prepared. So if you women want to survive and be part of that remnant, you're going to have to come under the order of the man. And not just any man, as I said, the Israelite man, because a man is going to be more precious than fine gold, not the woman. Because you women come out a dime and a dozen, you know. But the Israelite man, you know, the Israel of the Most High, they're rarity, basically. So Isaiah 4:1, it says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So this is going to happen before the kingdom, because you women are going to be catching untimely hell in the time of Jacob's trouble. And only the ones that the Lord's sanctioned to be saved through childbearing are going to be delivered. The rest are going to be destroyed, ultimately by the nuclear missiles, man. So this is not talking about in the kingdom of heaven, because these women ain't going to need to be protected or, you know, so-called delivered in the kingdom, because we're going to be in our righteous order. We're going to be in our kingdom. The men are going to be ruling. The Israelite man's going to be ruling, and the women are going to be in their order, and we're going to have slaves, man. So we ain't going to need to be delivered from any tribulation in the kingdom of heaven, because we're going to be in rulership. So this is talking about before the kingdom, you know, for you knuckleheads out there thinking that we ain't going to receive many wives before the kingdom set up, because we need these women to repopulate the earth. So of course the Lord's going to bring forth, you know, the ones that he wants us to have, so we can replenish the earth in the kingdom to come, man. He's not going to kill all the women on this side and just deliver the men. Then how are we going to repopulate the earth? Where are the women going to come from? Where are sons and daughters going to come from? So this is talking about before the kingdom, because these women are going to be catching untimely hell. As it says in the previous chapter, the men are going to be dying in the war because of Jacob's trouble, civil unrest, the conscription too. Men are going to be getting drafted over there to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, which is the Most High's judgment, over there in the Middle East, and they're not going to come back. You know, they're not going to make it back to their original homelands, so to speak. So that's talking. This is talking about the kingdom. This is talking about before the kingdom. So even these women are going to be in order in these last days, man, because the Lord's going to really open up the doors of judgment on this earth. The doors of mercy are slowly but surely closing. The doors of judgment are going to be kicked wide open, man. These women are going to know what time it is when all hell's breaking loose. They're going to be like wailing banshees in the damn street. So anyway, last precept. So it's all about order, man. The Lord going to reestablish order in the earth, starting with the men and the women. So I'll read these last precepts and then close out. Ephesians 5, and even Yahushua compared marriage, the man being with a woman, compared it to how the Lord is with the church. You know, the one body in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is elect, and how we're supposed to treat each other. So it's marriage. Ephesians 5:22 anyway, it says marriage like a Mashiach and the church. It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands as unto the Lord. And that's exactly what it is. It's about order. It says, for the husband is the head of the wife, exactly. The man wears the trousers. It says, even as the Mashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. It says, therefore, as the church is subject unto her Mashiach, so let the wives be their own. So let the wives be to their own husbands in everything, man. You know, as it says in Genesis 3:16, your desire should be into your husband. Everything the Lord wants you to do through your husband, or through everything that your husband wants you to do in righteousness, you gotta listen to. You know, you gotta do. You gotta fulfill. I'll read verse 24 again. It says, therefore, as the church is subject unto the Mashiach, it says, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. You know, in everything, literally. Anything your husband tells you to do, you gotta do it, man. You know, in its order. Verse 25, it says, husbands, love your wives. So the husband's gonna love their wives too. So that's why I said in the kingdom of heaven, you women ain't gonna be getting neglected, man. You're gonna be taken care of, man. All your wants and needs are gonna be taken care of, man. You know, all your pleasuries and all your pleasures, all your desires, you know, physical, spiritual, mental, and definitely in the bedchambers, all that's gonna be fulfilled, man. And you're gonna be fulfilled literally, because you're gonna have buns in the oven. You know, seeds, seeds. You're not gonna be barren anymore. You know, you're not gonna have to worry about some Planned Parenthood or abortion clinics, because you're gonna be busting out them seeds through your stomach and bringing forth, the Israelite children, man, in abundance. And that's why a man needs many wives. You know, it says, husbands, love your wives, so your women are gonna be loved. It says, even as the Mashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it. Yeah. So everything's going to go back into its natural and righteous order, man. Let me read the last verse here and then close out, man. Verse 33. I'll read 31. It says, for this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. Yes, a man can have multiple wives, man, because, you know, he's going to have many marriages. You know, he's going to have there's going to be many women out there to basically bring forth the man's seed. That's why you go into the word husbandry, which means a man, a planter. He plants the seed into the earth, which the woman represents the earth, to bear forth the fruit, you know, which is the seed. You know, it talks about that in the book of Psalms, about a man having, roughly paraphrasing, I don't want to butcher it, but it talks about a man having many arrows in his quiver, so to speak, representing the children, man, and how that's a glory unto a man. Talking about the man basically being able to replenish the earth through his seed, you know, build his own dynasty, so to speak. And we're going to be as the sons of the sea all over again, you know. Verse 33. So, and marriage means when a man basically busts a nut in his woman, you know, consummates the marriage, so to speak, by having sex. That's what marriage is, when man and woman come together in holy matrimony, you know, in the bedchambers, man. And verse 33, anyway, the last precept, and close out. It says, nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself. Yeah, so you women are going to be taken care of, man. You ain't going to have to want or worry about anything. It says, and the wives see that she reverence her husband. What's the word reverence mean? To fear. So you got to have to go. You women don't fear your husbands right now. You think you're over your husbands. You think you're equal to a man and over your man. You know, because Esau, he gave you that pipe dream in your head. He made you think you can usurp authority over the man, which is against the scriptures. That's wickedness in the sight of the Lord, man. Women usurping authority, talking about you're equal to a man and you don't need a man, so on and so on. That's wickedness, man. So you women are going to go back to fearing your men. It says, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. You can replace that word reverence with fear. Because you're supposed to really fear your husband, man. You know? Because you know that he's capable of what he can do to your ass, man. You know? Because you're the weaker vessel at the end of the day. The Lord made you the weaker vessel for a reason. So anyway, with that, I want to close out. Give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rekachodash, and Shalom to the hopeful and sincere elect.